Hey Canon, how you doing? You okay? I heard about the accident. You know, the one where you sucked. You suck. So now that the Canon R is getting into people's hands, they're doing comparisons, and it is not comparing well. Everybody's probably seen Max Yuryev's comparison where he compared the Canon R to all the latest mirrorless releases, full frame APS-C, and it just... Canon looks like... How can I put this? Your 4K footage looks like it was cropped out of a downsampled uterus of a pregnant hippo. Just about that size. It looks like something Kodak would release if they fired half the company, the top half. All the smartest people in Kodak and then the dumbest ones created a camera. That's what the Canon gave us. Even their 1080p looks like upsampled 480p unless Max is a secret undercover Russian agent hired by Fuji to dismember other camera companies, which he might be. I will find out. I'll let you know. So Max's video basically proves that the Canon R is even worse than its Micro Four Thirds competitors. That's embarrassing. That their sensor is 15 times the width and the thickness. It's the thickest sensor on the market right now. Nobody talks about that. But I will say this, I would like to see that same comparison with human faces. Because yes, the details in the trees aren't there, but that might be good for skin tone. I don't mind a little softness around the edges, you know what I'm saying? So Canon may be... Why did I turn like this? Do you have any idea how painful this is? So Canon may be good for beautifying your ugly face, but other than that, I don't know. And Potato Jet just did a comparison of even the 1080p to 4K, and that's what this video is about. Canon's 4K is not 4K, it's like upsampled, I would say, I don't even want to say 2K, I don't even believe it's upsampled 2K. It could just be upsampled 1080p, and we will prove it today, my friends.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So Potato Jet recently made a comparison video with the Canon M50 versus the Canon R. Very good video. I was very curious to see which would be better, and the Canon R looked better in all situations. It was better. Just you could tell right away, it's like, wow, that full frame sensor, it's nice. And the Canon M50 has no good glass, so it's bullshit. As a side note, I filmed that Sony vs Fuji video a couple days ago on the M50, and I wanted to see if anybody noticed it. Nobody noticed it. So pay attention, because whenever I get a camera for review, I'm gonna make a normal video first using that camera to see if anybody notices, so pay attention to the quality difference that you see. Nobody noticed it, and then the battery ran out halfway through, so I had to switch to the Sony, and that's the black and white scene. You could hear the audio change. God damn it. Potato Jet also recently made a video comparing 4K to 1080p in general, and the conclusion was pretty much it's hard to tell the difference between 4K and 1080p, and I'm here to tell you that no. Only on Canon cameras is it hard to tell the difference because their 4K is upsampled from 1080 14p. Why'd I add the 14p? So looking at them side by side, there's not much difference. It's hard to tell. It's not much better than the 1080p. So it's like, why would anybody shoot the 4K? You got the massive crop. And in the M50, you got the no autofocus. The worst autofocus on the planet. Have you ever seen Peter Gregg's video where he used autofocus in the Christmas room? It looked like an alien light show. Aliens were invaded the Christmas room. Help him. Help him. So much stolen footage today. That's fine. They don't mind. So I want to do my own little comparison. We're filming on the Panasonic G85, 1080p, and I'm going to compare it to 4K. So we're going to switch to 4K. It's going to crop in a little bit, so hopefully it doesn't chop off my head. But I notice a difference in the Panasonic. I don't know what Canon's doing, but let's switch over to 4K right now. Why, hello to you. We're in 4K now. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna do a little side-by-side comparison against that asshole who was talking a minute ago. We'll put it side by side. We'll throw him over here, doing his loser thing, trying to entertain you, failing miserably at life and in video making in general. So comparing side by side, I am gonna render this whole thing in 1080p anyway. Fuck my life. You should still be able to see a difference. I'll even crop in a little bit. Let me crop that shit right in. How we doing? You seeing it? You seeing it? I see it. I swear to God if you don't see it. And I'm sorry if I'm clipping. I'm at the mercy of the elements. The sun, if it decides to light my face, it lights it. This is my only light, the sun, and it goes off at 6 p.m. So I'm not getting lights. I'm a traveler. I travel the world, and I don't have space to carry a big-ass light softback.
It was at that moment that he realized it was a soft box, not a soft back. There's no such thing as a soft back. They don't sell those in the lighting industry, so he realized that he should possibly not teach anything and just embrace being the village idiot that you all have come to know and love.
So anyways, do you see a difference? Post it down below. Does 4K look better than 1080p? Is it noticeable on the Panasonic? There's only a 2.2 times crop. Canon R has like 1.83. It's almost a micro four thirds sensor. You piece of shit. Okay, we're back to 1080p. I don't need my computer breathing all hard and shit. I'm trying to struggle lifting up a 4K file. I can't handle it. That's why I don't film in 4K. When I upgrade my laptop to some alien shit that can handle 4K, we'll do it. Till then, no. So in my opinion, Canon's 4K is not 4K. It's upsampled from something, either 1080p, which would be just so pathetic, but possibly 2K. It's not true 4K. It's the worst 4K looking of all cameras, encompassing every single camera from micro four thirds up to APS-C to full frame. Canon's below. I'd like to see some 4K footage from the Sony RX100 Mark V. Put it against the Canon 4K. I bet it's worse. The Canon. That's pathetic. That's sad. I'm gonna cry. So in my opinion, Canon is lying to us about their 4K abilities, and it's not a decision they came to lightly. Henry? Yeah, the public's really starting to demand 4K. I think we should probably start putting it in our cameras. What do you think? You know we're not capable, Barry. We gotta give them something, Henry. They're gonna burn down our doors. Our sensor was built by a blind autistic 11-year-old, Barry. You know it can't handle anything but upscaled 480p. Don't get me wrong, you're upscaled 480p into 1080p. Frickin' genius. You're a hero. Fucking hero. So just upscale it again. One more time. The last time, I promise. There's only so high you can upscale an image, Henry. It's gonna fall apart. It's crumbling in our hands like a cookie. If we crop the sensor in half and then use the 480p from the middle of that half and then re-expand it to 4K, how's that gonna work? It's not gonna look good, Henry. What if we make oversized lenses and then people won't be able to see the body and they'll just pay attention to the lens? You're fired, Henry. From life. Kill him. Here's what I don't understand. I remember years ago when the 5D Mark IV was released, and DP Review said it was some of the best 1080p they've ever seen. What happened? From then to Max's review, the worst 1080p. It's the same sensor. What happened? Is Max really a secret agent working for the Russian diplomatic service? So I don't know. I'm still open to it. I'm still open. Y'all know how I like the soft footage, so that doesn't even bother me. I'm just waiting for a better lens selection here. We need that 16 to 35 f2. Freaking giant. What are you guys doing? Why are you making giant lenses on the mirrorless body? And they're more expensive, and I hate you to life. Sadly, I didn't win Peter McKinnon's Canon R, the one he said he was going to use and switch to, but he didn't. He just wanted to give it away. I didn't win it. I was close. I came in 700,000th place. I was right there. I was right there. God damn it. So we wait and we wonder. I tell you, having that Canon M50 was phenomenal. The autofocus, it was fun. And in good light, it looked good. It looked as good as the Panasonic G85 at least. And it was so much easier to use. I miss it already. But it did fall apart in low light because the lenses I had were shit. Fucking f16 lenses. Get your shit together, Canon. The Canon M50 was jacking up that ISO to like 6400 and it looked like shit. So if I had that 22 f2 lens, maybe. But it's not stabilized. And I didn't love the stabilized look of the digital stab. That was terrible. So we still search. We hunt for the perfect camera. Will it ever come to us? Just do it, somebody, please. You're giving me heart disease and palpitations. Or is that because I only eat meat? Time will tell. Time will tell. So, thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts? Canon R? Are they fooling us with fake 4K? I believe they are. And if they are, you can show your support by buying a Camera Conspiracy shirt. I'll leave. I know when I'm not wanted. Okay. Thank you for watching the video. Thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one.